90-day fiancé Julia Trubkina shows her growing baby bump in IG post. 90-day fiancé stars Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs are on the road to parenthood. Back in August, when the TLC stars announced her pregnancy, they described it as exciting and a little surreal. Read on to see a new update. Overcoming fertility struggles. The announcement seemed extra special as Julia was open about her fertility struggles. On 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, she shared that doctors in Russia once told her she might never conceive. After moving to the US, a fertility specialist found a uterine polyp, a treatable condition that made a baby possible. In August, Julia and Brandon posed for a maternity photoshoot featured by People. TLC fans saw that they included their pup, Nala. For Julia, the joy seems bittersweet, though, as she also mourns the loss of her dog Simba, who she often described as her son. Balancing joy and heartbreak. Before pregnancy, Julia launched a pet subscription box business named Kingdom for Dogs. But in her private life, she admitted to struggling with Simba's passing. Possibly, her grief inspired her decision to spend time with family in Serbia, while Brandon remained behind. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs didn't always have an easy road during their relationship. Married in 2020, they dealt with a lot of family tensions and disagreements about raising kids. However, since they got some relationship therapy on 90-Day, the last resort, it seems things got much better. Julia's baby bump. This week, Julia gave fans another update when she shared a photo of herself on Instagram. Certainly, fans could spot that her baby bump is starting to show. The picture showed the TLC star standing next to a Maydali 506 smart cradle. The post found a lot of traction in the comments section, and her fans were only too happy to let her know they cared about her. Reactions in the comments. One follower wrote, "I'm glad that Brandon's finally going to get the family that he deserves." Here are a few more reactions. "You look so beautiful. May God bless you with contentment, happiness, and deep love. You definitely have worked so hard for this. You look beautiful pregnant, congratulations. You will be great parents, congratulations. Brandon finally got his wish, congrats to both. I guarantee you your dogs will come get you when the baby cries. They will guard the baby with their lives." 90-Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina reveals alarming health news after leaving America without Brandon. Julia Trubkina from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, shared a concerning health update with fans after leaving the United States. Without her husband, Brandon Gibbs. Julia and Brandon have been married since 2020 and have consistently faced marital challenges, particularly regarding their differing opinions on parenthood. Recently, they sought therapy to address their issues, which ultimately helped them find resolutions. Julia agreed to see an American doctor for her fertility concerns, and Brandon promised to help her bring her parents to the United States. Despite these efforts, it appears that their marriage is once again facing difficulties. In an emotional Instagram story, Julia revealed concerns about her health, stating, "I think my nervous system has gone out of the chat." She expressed the need to calm down and get through the week, hinting at significant changes to come. Julia mentioned, "Next week everything will change, we'll post." She also asked her followers to send her good luck and well wishes for a relaxing week ahead. What Julia Trubkina's health update means. Julia might be feeling drained from the challenges she's facing. Since Julia arrived in the United States in 2020, she has consistently faced challenges in adjusting to the new country. Initially, she faced conflicts with her in-laws and struggled to find personal space while living with them. After resolving this issue, she experienced frustration when her green card went missing. Although she eventually obtained American citizenship, her marriage now appears to be facing hardships. Brandon is eager to start a family, but Julia feels unprepared to become a mother just yet. Adding to her stress and sorrow, Julia recently lost her beloved dog, Simba, further complicating her life. Despite reuniting with her family, Julia continues to struggle with high levels of stress, anxiety, and burnout. likely exacerbated by the recent loss of her dog, Simba, in early May 2025. These ongoing hardships have kept Julia's body from fully recovering from the challenges she has faced in the past 5 years. Julia's mental health appears to be significantly impacted by her grief and sorrow, leaving her feeling overwhelmed and exhausted. Brandon's suggestion that she seek medical advice for her fertility issues may have only added to her emotional burden. Our take on Julia's "everything will change" message. Julia may make drastic changes in her life. While providing an update on her health, Julia teased a major life change. She may have been alluding to improving her health in the upcoming week or a significant shift in her living situation, relationship, or career. Julia's business, which caters to pet owners, has seen rapid success. Therefore, the anticipated change may occur in a different aspect of her life. It's possible that she could be starting a new chapter abroad, temporarily relocating to another country. Hopefully, the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after? Cast member will post a new update soon. 90-day fiancé, Julia Trubkina pushes for space from Brandon's mom Betty, have a not good spot. Julia Trubkina from 90-day fiancé, happily ever after, season 9, told Brandon of needing distance from his mother, Betty. A lot has been going on in her life ever since her Russian doctor revealed to her that she would never be able to have her children. She kept her silence until he found the big secret of his wife. Julia confessed to infertility issues to Brandon, and that is what led them to appoint 2 nurse practitioners. She didn't schedule the appointment for long because her parents hadn't yet arrived in the U.S. She asked him to wait. Still, she looked disappointed that he had discussed a sensitive topic like her reproductive inability with his parents. 90-day fiancé, Julia reveals heartbreaking post-vacation life. Julia Trubkina shared some moments from her recent life that were quite devastating. Although she and Brandon were thrilled for a new beginning after their trip to Japan, the pair struggled with an intruder. It's unclear if there's one person or more involved, but their glass door was hit with a large stone. "Today, a stone on the road from a big car flew into our glass and the glass broke," Julia wrote on her Instagram story. She further added that they are lucky enough for the glass door not to be entirely shattered like in the past. The reality star felt upset with their washing machine getting damaged due to the outrage. She explained how their sweet home welcomed them after the vacation, but everything ended badly. 90-day fiancé, Betty and Julia are clashing again? On the August 17th episode of HEA, Julia Trubkina's mom and dad joined her and Brandon for the first time in America with visas. They went by their car to pick them up from the airport. Before welcoming them to the new country, she discussed Betty with him. During the drive to Washington, D.C., Betty called the duo to talk about the arrival of her parents and many more. Betty informed Brandon that things aren't good between her and Julia because of her recent doctor's checkup. Soon, she cut the call, making Julia complain to her husband that his mom was unnecessarily trying to get involved in her infertility appointments. She stated, "Last time that I talk with your mom, we are have a not good spot." Julia preferred to have boundaries with Betty due to her nature. She booked a hotel room for her and Brandon for only a day. They drove from there to receive her parents. She admitted to seeing them after 3 long years of anticipation. The TLC star showed excitement to hug them because they truly meant a lot to her. Hearing Julia, Brandon agreed that hugs with parents are the best. But the main trouble she faced in living her moment was Betty's interruption in all. While the mother had called to check on her kids, she purposely hid on why she couldn't go to D.C. She wished them to come over to their farmhouse to watch the animals. 90-day fiancé, Julia Trubkina shares distressing details after returning from vacation with husband, Brandon. Julia Trubkina and Brandon Gibbs seem to be facing back-to-back challenges in America. She went on vacation with her after someone broke into her car and stole the valuables. The 90-day fiancé star faced the same situation twice in America and landed in the hospital after a nervous breakdown. Trubkina needed some time to breathe and get away from all the negativity in life. She wanted to spend some time out with Brandon and relax. Hence, the pair visited Japan and explored different traditions and cultures. Julia and Brandon were all set to start a new chapter of life after returning home. They hoped that their bad luck wouldn't follow them again. Well, it appears that the TLC couple was wrong and faced something unexpected again. What happened? Are they okay? 90-day fiancé, Julia hospitalized after robbery. Nightmare. Julia Trubkina experienced some difficulties when she moved to America for the first time. She struggled to adjust to her in-laws. The 90-day fiancé star also lost some important documents when someone broke into her car. Fans were shocked when Julia shared a shocking incident a few weeks ago. She uploaded an Instagram story to reveal that someone had broken into her car again. The reality TV star wrote, "Unfortunately, my nerves failed me today." Trubkina cried for many hours inside the car when someone forcibly entered her vehicle. Fortunately, she didn't keep any important documents in the car, and the thieves only took away some gift cards. Still, Julia had to be hospitalized because of all the added stress. She expressed the need to run away from everything and take a break. Hence, Brandon decided to take his wife on a small vacation. 90-day fiancé, Julia shares alarming details after returning from Japan trip. Julia and Brandon were excited to start a new chapter of life after the vacation. They hoped things would fall in place and they could live a smooth life. The reality TV star dealt with their pet dog, Simba's passing, and an unexpected car robbery. So, fans were happy that Julia and Brandon spent some time together and created new memories. Julia left her followers in disbelief when she shared another shocking update after returning to America. She wrote, "Our luck at its maximum." The Russian native explained that a stone flew into their glass door and broke it completely. Trubkina shared, "Today, a stone on the road from a big car flew into our glass and the glass broke." Still, she was grateful that it didn't shatter the entire glass like it had happened with their glass door at home. The 90-day fiancé star also revealed their washing machine broke. Julia explained how their home sweet home welcomed them after the trip. She uploaded another story on Instagram to hint at the other bad news she received. The reality TV star was pretty angry about it and wanted a few days off to share everything. Julia posted about having an appointment with the doctor in her earlier stories. So, it could be related to it. Fans need to wait to find out what really happened. They were sad to see Julia and Brandon facing so many challenges at once. Brandon Gibbs from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, has hinted at his new goals following Julia Trubkina's departure from the United States. Although Brandon and Julia have been married for over 5 years, their relationship has never been without its flaws. They recently underwent therapy to work on their marital troubles, which brought them closer. However, the couple experienced another devastating setback with the loss of their beloved dog, Simba. Each coped with the grief in their own way, with Brandon focusing on his physical fitness and Julia putting her efforts into her business. In June 2025, Julia shared photos from Belgrade, Serbia, where she had finally reunited with her family. While Julia enjoyed her time with her family in Serbia, Brandon remained in the US. Recently, he posted a few Instagram stories alluding to his current goals. Posting photos from the gym, he indicated his strong focus on physical well-being. Accompanying the pictures was the popular song Tears Don't Fall by Bullet for My Valentine. Although Brandon didn't elaborate on his relationship status with Julia, he did wear his wedding band in the photos, suggesting that his marriage was in a good place. What Brandon's focus on fitness means amid Julia's departure. Brandon is working on his mental health. Brandon has discovered a new passion, while Julia is spending time with her loved ones in Serbia. His decision to stay in the United States while his wife travels alone showcases a strong commitment to their relationship. It seems that therapy has had a positive impact on him, motivating him to be more supportive. Hopefully, the 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Cast members' newfound interest in fitness will allow him to evolve into the person he aspires to be. It may also help him overcome the stress that has plagued his life for some years. Last year, viewers witnessed Brandon experiencing anxiety during his time at the resort while undergoing therapy with his wife. A year before that, he had to be hospitalized due to a panic attack he had while filming a tell-all episode. It appears that Brandon has made a concerted effort to prioritize fitness in support of his mental and physical well-being. Working on his health may also help him reduce stress and lead a more fulfilling life. Hopefully, Brandon is able to achieve the fitness he has set for himself. Our take on Brandon's new priority after Julia left the US. Brandon can enjoy new freedom with fewer marital responsibilities. Julia's trip to Serbia presented the perfect opportunity for Brandon to focus on his fitness goals. With fewer responsibilities as a husband, he now has the chance to prioritize his health and well-being. Knowing that Julia is fulfilling her desire to connect with her family members brings him joy, as he can see her happiness grow. This trip not only gives Julia a well-deserved break but also allows Brandon to feel a sense of relief. Strengthening their bond in marriage, this experience is sure to have a positive impact on the 90-day fiancé, happily ever after couple's relationship.